two-person drill. One of you is going to swim out to the mast. And you decide before you do the drill who's going to do what. Basically, you pretend that you're going out on a sail. If you're going out on a sail, it's a good idea for you to tell each other, work between yourselves and say, okay, if we do go over, here's the drill. You go support the mast, I'll climb up the cockpit, get over, I'll release the sheets, climb up the cockpit, and get over onto the centerboard. So task number one is get out there and support that mast, a mast. Task number two is the person who's not at the mast is going to release all the sheets. Make sure that those sails, when your boat rolls up, make sure that those sails are going to luff. Otherwise, if they're left there, you're trying to sail away, the boat's trying to sail away from you, and now you've got a major rescue, yourselves and the boat. So, releasing the sheets. The next step, unlike with the FJ, which you can just swim around to, grab the centerboard and pull down. It's easy. Small boats like that, it's really easy process. This Flying Scot floats up high. Your centerboard is way up here, and you're not going to be able to lever yourself up on top of that centerboard. So you take the path that presents itself, which is go over to the boat that's on its side, start climbing up into the cockpit, use the side stay, use parts of the cockpit, use the mast, and climb up the boat. Top side is going to be up here. Get up over the top side, swing your legs over it like you're climbing a fence or something. Get out on the centerboard. Okay? So now you're in a position to right the boat. You need to be communicating with your crew. Okay? You don't want to get up on the boat, step across on the centerboard, and just walk out on the centerboard, because it's going to start to come up right away. You got to remember, your crew is 20 feet away. So you talk to your crew, say, okay, I'm ready. And you just keep the boat balanced, okay? If the mast is trying to go down, you step out on the board a little bit. If the mast is trying to come up, you step back up toward the hull. Keep it balanced. And then can either reach across, pull your chest up into the side of the boat, which will be very low in the water, and then roll in when the boat comes up, or a very easy way, get yourself up, hitch yourself up into the cockpit, go ahead and get your leg up there and just roll into the seat, which is partially submerged, and then when the boat comes up, it will roll you right over into the cockpit. Once the person is ready to be rolled into the cockpit, and that's the scoop, that's scoop number one, you're now going to be trying out on the centerboard to achieve scoop number two. This may be a challenge for those of you who are not as bulky as I am. That means that you'll have to step further out on the board to get the boat to roll, which means that you will have a little bit of a challenge achieving scoop number two, which is be patient. Stand on the board, step back a little bit in increments until you start to see the mast slowly rise up. Remember, it's going to be slow because it's in the water, it's being buried, okay, and it's going to take a while to shed all that water and get up. But once that mast clears the water, that boat's going to start to roll pretty fast because it's got less water in the sail and because the boat is past its center of gravity and is going to try and rotate up. As soon as that, if you watch that very carefully and make sure that the boat is coming up but slowly and then get right back up to the hull, then you can reach over the top of that hull, grab the seat, and roll yourself into it. That's the two scoop. Both of you get in the boat at the same time. That's the ideal. It doesn't always work. So then you go back to the original, sort of like with the FJs. The person that's in the boat then is responsible for doing whatever's necessary to help the other person get in. These boats are equipped with swim ladders. On a calm day like today, you can just swim around and climb up the ladder, no harm, no foul. But be aware that if it were windy, you know, the boat might be drifting a little fast, and if that person is trying to get in and can't quite keep up with the boat, it's going to be the responsibility of the person in the boat to maybe, you know, head it up so that it's drifting with the centerboard like this, or maybe even have to sail and come back and do a person overboard. I think that's pretty much it for just the scull session. So what we'll do is we'll go out here. We'll, if you guys will go out and just paddle that boat over to the rigging dock out there, You'll have everybody go out to the rigging dock, stand on the rigging dock. I'll find a willing or an unwilling volunteer, and we'll go out and do the demonstration for you. And then each team of 2 will participate by doing the exercise, and we'll have you, one person will be the cockpit person, one person the mast person, and then you'll rotate. So each recovery drill will involve 2 capsizes. Okay? Part of capsizing the boat, we may end up having to help you guys because it's going to take a lot of weight to get that thing over. It doesn't want to roll over. But we'll work that out there. And I probably will use the power boat to shuttle you guys back and forth. Okay, any questions?